Okay, welcome to the very first episode of Itz Major Podcast. I'm your host, Sydney Clark.
It's your girl, Tiana. Welcome to the Itz Major Podcast. It's our very first episode. It's going to be your place to go for all majorette news, events, competitions, all the updates you need. Make sure you like and subscribe for more details.
Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major.
And I'm so excited to be here with you all today, talking about majorette news, events, competitions, and real talks from dancers and team coaches. Everything you need to know and more in the majorette world.
So the Itz Major Podcast is sponsored by oneOfmany, and a little bit about oneOfmany is it's a nonprofit organization that donates money to youth leaders so that they can give back to their community. We have actually donated over $60,000 just to give back, just to donate. It's like you sponsor us, we sponsor them. You buy our merch so that we can help fund these youth leaders so that they can put some money into their businesses and their companies and their dancers, put it to whatever they need. If they need new clothes, new uniforms, they can do that. If they need travel, they can do that. So if you help us, we can help them.
Not only that, they also provide a safe space for majorette teams to come perform and put on competitions. The competitions bring out the crowd, bring out the community, bring out top names in the majorette community to help donate even more money and just build this nonprofit organization so we can continue to help teams and to sponsor teams also.
Keep building and building and building. The more donations we receive, or the more people that when we post about events and stuff that see it and show up for these people, the more money that they can put back, because we really want to help our community. That's one of the biggest things that oneOfmany was created for, was to give back to the community. Because we were having a conversation earlier, like when our youth doesn't have something to dabble in, they start dabbling into things that maybe we shouldn't be dabbling in. So it's really like, help us so we can help other people. Help these organizations so that they can help their people the way that they need. So we can donate to the youth leaders so we can give back.
And if you're looking for a good place to spend your money, this is the right place. This is definitely the right place. The merchandise is not only giving back to the community, but it's also comfortable. It's cute. Okay, the logo. Okay, multiple different colors. You're able to put your team logo on there and the oneOfmany logo on there as well. And that not only raises money for oneOfmany, but also for your team. So when you participate in these competitions, it goes right back into your team. Mm-hmm. Again, it funds anything y'all needed to come to the competition, as well as other things we have going on.
Like, this ain't none of that fake stuff where they be like, oh yeah, it goes back.
Right. no, you're going to see.
Here, it genuinely does. You give to us and we give directly to you. You show up to these events, it goes directly to you.
And the more money, the bigger events. Mm-hmm. The more diversity within the events. Mm-hmm. Not just a competition. We can have classes. We can have mentoring groups. The world can expand so much the more you donate. So donate, purchase merchandise, and truly support.
Donate. What you doing?
Hey y'all, it's Nana Chick again. I'm just coming through to let y'all see the new merch we got. I know y'all got some fire kits to match with these shirts in that closet. Make sure y'all run over to oneofmany.com to purchase one of these shirts. And the even better part about you guys purchasing these shirts, all the proceeds will be going to youth groups around the area, helping them with assistance to provide uniforms or anything that they may need as far as funding and things of that sort.
Hey man, tap in with my boy, man. This shit ain't nothing about $30, bro. Ain't nothing about $30 to get you right with some good ass merch. Tap in.
Well, dance has always been my main way of expressing myself and just bonding with other women. I'm an only child from Jersey, so I didn't really have any siblings to like go home and bully or do stuff with. So dance was my main way of having that connection, having that family. And I also got to not only build connections, but be able to build myself as a woman through dance, especially joining Golden Delight at North Carolina A&T State University. I have always had the opportunity to not only better myself as a dancer technically, but also better myself as a young woman, learning how to do things like this and speak and carry myself and look presentable and just be able to maneuver through this world and being a person who stands out in every room. So dance is not just a way to get fit and have fun, but it's also a way of life. And I encourage all young women to really appreciate their studios and appreciate their coaches, because there's always a lesson. Whether it's through dance, you can connect it to every part of your life. And I feel like dance has carried me through life emotionally, physically, mentally. I'm feeling drained, I dance. I'm feeling happy, I dance. I'm feeling bored, I dance. So it's like, it's something you can do anywhere. I can go out in the street right now and dance. So it's just such a easy way to enjoy life. And I've been dancing since I was 2, and I started off with ballet and tap and African and stuff like that. And honestly, whenever people ask me like, oh, what do you recommend? Any form of dance that makes you happy. If you want to start off with majorette, go ahead. Have fun, because dance is really just a way to have fun. As you get older, I always tell my high school girls, like, okay, once you get to middle school, let's start taking dance a little bit more serious. You got to choose. You can't do dance and cheerleading and soccer. Dance, you need to love what you do and put in your work into what you want to do, especially if you want to take it seriously. But just always remember to have your passion. I learned that especially when I got into college, because dancing in an HBCU marching band starts to become draining. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of long nights. It's more than just dance. It's standing in attention for 15 minutes. It's literally sitting in a building for hours and not performing until 2 hours later for 14 minutes. That's it. And then you go home. So it's a lot of discipline. So a lot of people their passion becomes drained as they start to put themselves in things where it is dance, but it's a little bit more than dance. So I always try to encourage people to remember your why. Remember why you started dancing. Remember the love you felt when you first started dancing, and always nurturing that through your journey. And just as we interview these teams and these coaches, I just can't wait to hear why they started these teams and why, what they were inspired by to really nurture these kids in these communities, and where they want to see their kids go.
So I have no background in dance. I was an athlete growing up. I did soccer, basketball, volleyball. I did a little bit of dance when I was younger, but you know what little girl didn't. But I like the feeling of watching dance because it's an opportunity to let loose. I really like when I watch dance stuff on TV, I really see how loose and expressive, it can be for the girls. The hair, the makeup, the outfits, on point. It's very much, it's giving what it's supposed to give. And as a fashion person myself, that's something else that attracts me to like the major dance world. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Shawty for me 'cause you know I'm popular. Begging on the knees to be popular. Back to the dream to be popular.
It's so crazy because everything that she was saying about like what dance is for her is what volleyball was for me, but also what singing is for me, especially about the part where it's like remember your why, because working at a craft is really like continuing to work at a craft on a day-to-day basis. Like you really have to dedicate your time and energy to this,
especially when it's unpaid.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that when you're in an HBCU marching band, you are not getting paid. So you are at basically a job. I was at practice from 3:30 till whenever our band director let us out. You're not getting paid. So it's like, dang, I'm here all day. I'm sweating. I'm outside. I'm being yelled at. I have to be here at a certain time, and I'm not getting paid. So it's like, that's when it starts to drain you. And even when you do any sport, especially in high school, that's when the dedication part starts to come in. You're like, do I really want to be here?
Especially because one thing that I had to learn, because this is something that I struggled with volleyball, because that's really my background. You know, like I said, growing up, I played a lot of sports, but volleyball and singing were like the two hobbies and things that I really stuck with. But particularly pertaining to volleyball, like it's a physical activity, and a lot of people are like, oh, volleyball, you're just standing around, you know, chasing after a ball. But first of all, you're doing that in a lot of sports.
Right.
And second of all, like, it's so much more than that. It's dedication. It's form. Like, you have to really work at your skill, because I'm a middle hitter, for example. A middle hitter, if you don't know how to hit the ball, you don't know how to snap your wrist, you don't know all of the mechanisms and like the mechanics of it and the real form and function of it, you're not going to be that good of a player. So it's really working at it and wanting to work at it. And you win some, you lose some. Like in middle school and even some in high school, you know, like we didn't win very many games. Like I won't lie and say, oh yeah, we were the best. Like no, we didn't win very many games. Right. But when you love it and you're passionate about something, you keep at it no matter what. So that's really something that applies to all aspects of life, not just dance, every sport out there. My singing, you know, taking the time to actually sit down and be like, okay, let me write a song, let me write a poem, which is just a song with no music. Mm-hmm. You know, just taking the time to do little things like that to show that, like, I want this, I like this, I'm passionate at this, I love this. Like, taking the time to just, you know, stick with it, work with it, be consistent, and like she said, remember your why.
So do you feel like that discipline has helped you after...
outside?
You know, outside? Like...
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, it's still something that I struggle with. Like, I'll be the first to admit, you know, if my mom was here, she would tell you. I still struggle with discipline, but it's something that, like, when you work at being disciplined, especially as you get older and you have to do it for yourself, mm-hmm. it's definitely a lot easier. And when you want to do it for yourself, it becomes like second nature. Yeah. So when you're passionate about something, it becomes second nature to just want to do it, to want to work at it, to want to be consistent, to want to be disciplined, even when it is draining, because sometimes it will be. You know, nothing in life comes easy. You have to continue to work at it and want it, because hard work really does pay off. That is not a lie. Listen to your parents when they say that. It's not a lie. It definitely pays off.
It'll take you places that you would never have imagined being. Especially me, like I didn't grow up seeing Major. Of course, everybody watched, you know, like Dancing Dolls and stuff like that on TV, but in Jersey, it's not that popular. Okay. So, like growing up and doing studio dance, I wasn't even thinking about attending a HBCU. My mom went to Rutgers, which is a college in, you know, New Jersey. And she was like, okay, like apply to Rutgers, apply to Temple. And when I got to high school, I was like looking at these dance teams and I'm like, okay, I kind of want to keep dancing. Because after high school, what are you going to do? You know? Right. And a lot of people, when you live so close to New York, they're like, oh, you don't want to do Broadway? And I'm like, no. I don't. Like, first of all, they don't get paid that much. No, so I'm like, I don't want to live in New York and my whole check goes to my rent. And I was like, I want to get out of New Jersey. And so I didn't really get exposed to HBCUs until more like my senior year of college. And I saw go like perform at a Battle of the Bands, which is like a big event for, you know, all HBCU bands, which I think is so important for competitions like this, because it really does expose kids to what you can do after high school. Yep. So I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, that's going to be me. I'm going to be down there in the field dancing. And I was in Atlanta in like 2017, 2018. I graduated high school in 2019. Yeah. I made the team, got there in 4 years. And my last performance with the team was in Atlanta in that same stadium that I told my mom I would dance in. So it was like a full circle moment. And I always think back, like if I wasn't exposed to all of those things and actually, like you said, put in that hard work and determination to expose myself to a new style of dance, I wouldn't even be sitting here right now. Right. Like the team has opened doors to so many new things. So I'm just so grateful for dance that instilled that dedication that you were talking about, and just, you know, being consistent and hardworking, because I don't know where I would be right now. 29th, Itz Major is having its third annual competition, and we are just so excited because each team that participates gets $1,000 just for participating. That is a great opportunity to not only get your team there, but also have a little extra money in your pocket to help your team. Not only that, but the first place winner gets $3,000, the second place winner gets $1,500, and the third place winner gets $500. This year is actually going to be on the road, not in Concord, Charlotte. We are taking it somewhere else. We're not telling you yet, but it's going to be somewhere else, which makes it even more exciting to be able to travel with your team. Not only that, but the host of the competition is Boo Boo Kitty, which is an amazing host, Tyrus Sellers. Love when the competition is going on and Tyrus is on the mic because it is a lit competition. Okay, so not only that, but why should your team be the host team? The host team gets the opportunity to not only lead the show their way, but they also get to control the vibes and the vision. They get to draw at least 1,300 guests, and they also get to dance.
But remember, you have to apply and be a part of the organization to be able to host. That is the biggest thing. Do not forget.
Also, the host team gets a $3,000 donation. I think that is incredible. Right. Who doesn't want $3,000? So not only do you get to host and you get to expose your team to, other people who might want to join your team, but you also get some money to sponsor your team, whether it comes to uniforms, snacks, travel fees. It's a great opportunity to open up your team to a whole another world.
What's up, y'all? It's Nana Brad. I'm here representing oneOfmany and Itz Major. Major Giving Thanks Showcase Dance Competition, where the theme is 106 and Park. We will be giving away $20,000, guys. The grand prize will be $5,000. The second place prize will be $3,500, and the third place prize will be $2,500. All these teams have an opportunity to win $20,000 in the cash prizes. $20,000 in cash prizes. That's crazy, y'all. This is our second time hosting this competition, but this time it'll be a little different. This year, we will be having the teams participate in the theme contest. And this year, the theme is 106 and Park. The first competition really was a slam dunk, but this time we taking it all the way there. We have 5 amazing judges, and one of those judges, hold on to your hats, y'all. Hold on to your hats. Is Miss Diana from Bring It. And I don't know if y'all grew up watching Bring It, but I know I did. And I'm super excited for her to be here and for her to be judging our competition. We'll be bringing back our returning host from last competition, which is Tyrus, a.k.a. Boo Boo Kitty. And I know y'all had so much fun doing TikToks and just connecting with him on a personal level at the competition last time. This year, we do have 5 amazing, talented, and completely qualified judges who will be helping us score these teams in the best way that they know how. This year, guys, we have 8 amazing teams blessing the dance floor this year. We have Royal Diamonds coming from Byron, Georgia, Cap Zone's Finest coming from Kannapolis, North Carolina, my own, Platinum Pressure coming from Charlotte, North Carolina, Pink Ice Dance Company coming from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jazzy Babes Dance Company straight out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, Astronaut Flea Donald out of Chicago, Illinois, y'all. They coming all the way from Chicago, y'all. Girls with Attitude from Roanoke, Virginia, and Total Distraction coming out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Our first part of the competition is starting at the Logan Lit Parade at 12 o'clock. Meet me there, don't beat me there. Make sure you guys check out the vendors. Then join us at Barber Scotia College at 4 o'clock for the beginning of the official dance competition. The competition starts at 4, but the doors do open at 2 o'clock. Make sure you guys come early so y'all can get y'all that good seating. I just want to give a big thank you and shout out to you guys for purchasing the merch, purchasing tickets, and always showing you guys support. If you guys would like to continue to show support, you may go to oneofmany.info. Save the date, November 30th, 4 o'clock at 145 Cabarrus Avenue is going down. I also want to give a big shout out to my sponsors, MCI Roofing, Spectrum, and Beautified by Britt C. We really appreciate everything you guys do and your contributions to making this possible. She will be judging, so I hope y'all gonna be there on y'all A game, because this ain't no game. At the end of the show, Diana will be doing the meet and greet. So if you guys would like to meet and greet Diana, make sure you guys stay after for a little bit.
Crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey.
Hey y'all, how's everybody doing today? Y'all are tuning in to the Itz Major Podcast. Thank you for watching our first episode. And I also want to give a big thank you to anybody who has liked, comment, reshared, subscribed, and purchased any of our merch. I want to give a big thanks to all of our followers and supporters. Without you guys, we would not be able to keep making this happen. I don't want to keep y'all too long. I just came on here to discuss a little bit about our trophies and give y'all a little more insight on the upcoming competition. This year's competition will be on November 30th at the same place as last year, Barber Scotia College. Everybody's going to be there. Make sure you bring your cousins, sisters, brothers, friends, whoever is going down. We do have Diana from the hit show Bring It as our judge. And we also have Tyrus, aka Boo Boo Kitty, as our returning host. I am super excited about the new teams we have competing this year, as well as the returning teams we have competing this year as well. So let's get into these trophies we are giving out this year.
Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang.
I am super excited about the show. I don't know about you guys, but I know I grew up watching Bring It, so I cannot wait to meet Diana, as well as all of the other coaches, and as well as all of the new teams that are competing. I can't wait to see what you guys bring to the table. I can't wait to see you guys' amazing uniforms, and I just can't wait to see what you guys have to offer as teams.
Foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major. Whole gang going crazy, that's major. Millions on the table, that's major. I turn dirt into diamonds, that's major. Hey, foes on the Mercedes, that's major.